Hello everybody, I'm Tychocelchuuu. Welcome to the Natural Selection League Season 1 European Division 4 Semifinals. We have El Fear playing as the Marines versus Bourgeois Gorge playing as the Aliens. We are on Natural Selection Vale, and this is going to be an exciting match. We have down starting in cargo the Aliens, and of course starting in control the Marines. Marines real quick moving out with 4 out of their 6 players down out of control. Let's see where they're heading. Maybe they're doing a quick rush to Nanogrid, try and secure it. In any case, they're going to run into a couple skulks. Some background on these teams before these things get started. This is the semifinals, so as these skulks attempt to clean up the Marines, they did get a good parasite in on here and cleaned up 2 of the Marines, but they are taking out 2 skulks versus 4 Marines. Is tough stuff. Elfir is a Finnish team in the European Natural Selection League. Oh, look, we have a quick drifter from the Aliens. This will be able to let them know these Marines are moving through system waypointing. Oh, we have a couple skulks up in Marine start. They should be cleared up. Sonic had basically no health. Spidey's cleaning up. Commander hops out of the chair. Conta there, and now the Marines do indeed know that the Aliens are in cargo. The jig is up. Aliens quick gorging, Animus quick gorging up into Nanogrid. They're going to secure those double resource extractors, and that's going to be their strategy. Meanwhile, we have Marine resource. Oh, we have Marine resource towers dropped in pipe and maybe even subsector to try and figure out where the Aliens are. It costs the Marines 10 resources or 15 to drop those extractors, but they can just cancel them whenever they want, and if aliens touch them, they're canceled and they get their resources back. So that was a quick bit of scouting from the Marines. Marines have still only secured 1 extractor, the one they start with in their base. They don't have anything else on this map. No skylights, no topographical, and that's kind of odd for them. Unfortunately, we'll have to see how this works out. We have Shift Hive started on the cargo hive started, shift hive finished actually, and so we'll have a shift probably placed in Nanogrid if they decide to spawn any eggs. Otherwise the best place for a shift is where they're going to stick their next hive, but mostly that's so they can get the upgrades, presumably going to go for celerity right off the bat. So, did I say Elfir was a Finnish team? They're mostly Finns, and Bourgeois Gorge is all sorts of international players. We're in the European Natural Selection League, Natural Selection League, but these are European players, and this is the semifinals for Division 4, so whoever wins this is going to go on to face the winner of fight TAW versus Beerbor for the finals in Division 4, who's going to be on top in Division 4. So that's exciting. Already we have Marines in Cargo Hive. Lev Steel hanging back as a Gorge, so we have 2 Gorges, Lev Steel and the Animus. Lev Steel, of course, is the commander, so the commander went Gorge, because what else are you going to spend your personal resources on? But yeah, 2 Gorges for the Aliens, and Marines putting some pressure on the Aliens, but really not securing any of the map at all. I'm not sure what the Marines' strategy is going to be here, because they have yet to finally securing topographical node. I don't know what their plan is. They have an armory up and an observatory up and not much else. Usually you want to go for phase tech and secure one of the tech points, and here we go. Phase tech started in this observatory. You want to go for phase tech and secure one of the tech points so you can stop the aliens from expanding a hive there, but with not a lot of resources, it's going to be tough for the Marines to get this going. Animus charges into J Java and Lobo, taken out, get some good hits on both of them, but that's not enough to clean it up. Young Trotsky and Piscetti both know they're there, so they're going to come from behind them. But Marines are ready. They're just waiting, set up there. Commander drops some health packs. Good health pack drop from Contra, and then Tregu cleans up Spidey, who was down here. So Skulk's not making a lot of headway killing these Marines, but that's okay, because the Marines aren't making much headway getting to where they need to get. The Aliens did drop a shift here, so the commander is going to be able to drop eggs from this shift whenever this place is pressured. He has not done that yet, and these extractors are going down 60-50% health on this one extractor. They're dropping ammo on it, or they're using their ammo on it. We have Skulks coming in from all sides, but they're coming in a little piecemeal. We'll have to see if they can get this 3-way rush, or this 2-way rush. That's a Gorge up here. They'll have to see if they get this 2-way rush to go in. Real Sonic goes in too early. We're going to have to see if Spidey, Piscetti, and Young Trotsky can coordinate this attack. 2 Marines versus 3 Skulks should be not too hard. Here they go. Coordinated attack coming on in. 1 Skulk down. 2 Marines down. Piscetti and Trotsky clean them up. Spidey gives his life for the greater cause. Meanwhile, 2 Marines went over to Skylight, secured that extractor, and now they're in Overlook, securing that extractor. So Marines finally spreading out around the base, getting some extractors. Surprised they didn't try and do this earlier. I guess they were afraid the aliens were just going to harass them down. And as we see, Animus and the Real Sonic looking for any opportunity to harass them down, but that's not going to happen. We have J Java and Tregu over here from Elfir, protecting topographical from the Skulks. And pipeline claimed, so no surprise there. Aliens going for a fairly quick second hive. Want to get that up ASAP to get Leap and your second set of upgrades. So Animus cleans up J Java, Tregu cleans up Sonic, and now Animus finishes the fight, and he'll try and gnaw that extractor down before the Marines come to get him. So now the Marines are down here. I would be surprised not to see a phase gate drop or something here, unless the Marines are feeling too pressured. And there we go, phase gate drop right as I was expecting. So they'll secure subsector, so it'll be pipeline and cargo versus subsector and control. Since Vale is a fairly small map in terms of oh, look at Animus doing some nice dodging around this resource extractor. Stays alive long enough to get down to 28%, but not going to be able to take it down. But that's okay, because as you see down here, the Marines have yet to research welders, and so they'll need to research welders if they want to get this extractor back up to full health, and otherwise the aliens will just be able to harass it. No problem. They did. Wow, Spidey, nice job biting down this extractor over an overlook. Marines spread a little bit thin, not able to get that up. They're busy building down in subsector the extractor here, and also trying to put some more pressure on double, but not making it happen. Trigo versus Real Sonic. Ooh, Trigo takes out Real Sonic, and J Java oh, it takes him out with his pistol. Good. That's what you see competitive players doing a lot. They use their pistol to full effect when you're out of ammo. Just switch the pistol, get some hits, and oh, Piscetti goes a quick lurk, but he's almost taken down by some wonderful fire from J Java. Trotsky and Animus come in and clean up Trigo and J Java. So now things are looking clear for the aliens in the middle again, and the lurk is able to run back to the hive and heal up. But it's going to take a little while because there's no crags to heal up at. He has to heal up from the hive's own innate healing. And here we go, Trotsky finishing the job on this extractor with no welders from the Marine team. No way to repair that extractor. That's not happening. And Marines just really hurting. They've lost their extractor in Overlook. It looks like they're probably going to lose their extractor over here in Skylights. They lost their extractor over here in Topographical, and they go for Weapons 1 first. Very interesting choice, I have to say, because Weapons 1, well, I was trying to draw an arrow. What's the button? Trying to draw this arrow to this Weapons 1 research they're doing. Weapons 1 does not help you kill skulks any faster. It takes 9 bullets to kill a skulk from a machine gun on level 0 weapons, and 9 bullets to kill him on level 1 weapons. So there's only 3 reasons I can imagine why they would go for Weapons 1. Either, number 1, they want to make the pistol stronger, because obviously stronger pistol can make a difference when you're fighting skulks and even lurks with your Weapons 1 weapons. The second reason is that they want to go for quick Weapons 2. They just want to push in really fast to higher level weapons and just start destroying these aliens. The third reason is that they don't know that Armor 1 is better than Weapons 1, because Armor 1 will give you 3 bites versus a skulk instead of 2 bites after you've been parasited. So Natural Selection 2 is still a fairly early game, and not everybody knows that you should probably go Armor 1 instead of Weapons 1 first. But the aliens are able to clean up this phase gate in the subsector without too much trouble. Just a lot of aliens there, and the Marines aren't able to hold them off. The help from the lurk was incomparably useful. Piscetti helping clean that up, and we do have a bit of skirmishing over in pipeline, so the Marines know that the jig is up, but that's not really going to help them. We have Leap finished, or Leap started, we have Carapace research started, and soon the aliens are going to be on 3 hives. I would be surprised if they don't try to claim this. Actually, it's not soon. They spent all their money on Carapace and on Crags and on Leap, so that's where the alien money is going. But you notice they have yet to research Adrenaline. Good alien teams are not going to just research everything they can the second they can. They're going to save their resources and only research what they need. And so as this topographical power or extractor goes down, the Marines are going to have to try and reestablish their base. Down here in pipeline, you see they try to get their phase gate up, but Spidey managed to touch that, set them back a couple seconds, and now we have Blink started. So even though they do have a lurk, even though Piscetti over here is lurking it up, ooh, in the Marine base, even though they have this lurk, how do I stop following Piscetti? I hit a button. Even though they have this lurk, they're deciding to go for Blink research on their fades first, so they're going to try and go for some fades rather than getting the lurk, the acid cloud, and they're the spore cloud, and the spore cloud is not super fantastic anyways, so it probably makes more sense to go for the Blink on the fade, give yourself some effective shock troops. And we do have 48 resources on Spidey, 49 resources on Trotsky, and 46 on Sonic, the real Sonic, and so they should be able to go fade as soon as possible. Nice skirmish we have going down here. Skulks coming in, trying to clean up these Marines, doing pretty well. We do have shotguns finished for the Marines though, and that's putting some big damage on these Skulks. Fear gets some good kills, and Spidey, I'm not sure why he was hanging out chomping on the extractor. Maybe he just wanted something safe to do while the rest of the people were fighting. He was like, over here is just going to be a death trap. I'm not going to win. I can't kill the phase gate because it's out in the open, so I'm just going to bite on the extractor, and you know, it kind of helps because it hurt them. So now we have Weapons 2 started from the Marines, so it was indeed a fast Weapons 2. I should not have said bad things about how Armor 1 is better. They are going straight to Weapons 2, and with shotguns, this is going to make them extremely powerful. Since competitive players are typically good shots, the idea is that you kill the aliens, which are almost all melee aliens, before they get close enough to attack you, and especially shotguns with weapon level 2 are going to be much more helpful against a Fade than Armor level 1 or even Armor level 2, because against a Fade, the important thing you need to do is get as much damage on him as possible before the Fade retreats, blinks out of there, because good players are going to try and stay alive, and so if you can kill them, that's going to be your leg up. You're not going to need armor to fight the enemies as much as you're going to need damage. And we do have Bile Bomb and Spore research started for the aliens. Looks like they decided not to save too many resources to try and move into subsector. Oh man, Fade just died. My goodness, where was this? Where? Wasn't paying enough attention. Somehow Fade died. Probably up here. Maybe attacking the Marine base, trying to draw them away from stuff. We'll have to pay more closer attention to the Fades. We have Spidey and the Real Sonic as the Fades right here, and we have a big engagement here moving in. Some spores go down. One Marine is dead. Real Sonic almost dead. Oh, gets away with just a tiny sliver of health. That, my friends, is why the Marines went for weapons 2 and shotguns so fast. Actually, Lurk Spores do clean up Fear Pain, but the Marines hold off that attack extremely well, and they drop their second command station. So maybe we will see Prototype Lab and jetpacks coming up soon. We do have the Advanced Armory started, and from there they can get grenade launchers, flamethrowers, and especially the Prototype Lab for jetpacks and exosuits. And Armor 1 started too. So I would expect jetpacks to be what they go for with this Advanced Armory. That, or maybe grenade launchers, flamethrowers pretty much suck. So now we have the 2 Fades plus a Gorge going up to Marine start. So this could be bad for the Marines, although they do always have the option to Distress Beacon, get everyone back to base. And then, you know, they can always just phase through down to Pipeline if they want to protect that. But we do have good damage from Real Steel and Sonic. The Marines realize there's a Gorge here. This could be bad if they can take out this Gorge, but now we have 3 Fades. 3 Fades. This could be very hard for the Marines to hold off unless these Fades overextend themselves. Young Trotsky almost gets himself killed again. Oh, look at that! Look at that tiny little health bar! Look at that tiny little health bar. And he is alive, though, and we have a Gorge here to help him. So we have basically the entire alien team up here, except for Piscetti down here harassing the Marines, and basically the entire Marine team up here, except for Lobo down here harassing Piscetti. But it looks like the aliens have backed off the pressure a bit. This Young Trotsky and Lev Steel are repositioning. I don't know what they're planning on doing. We do have a Prototype Lab, as I predicted, going down for the Marines. Interesting that they're clustering all their buildings here. That's going to make them very easy to biobomb, but also make them very easy to defend for the Marines. So it's a trade-off. And these Fades are just, it's dangerous to go in, but they're getting it done. Spidey and Sonic clean up Pain and J-Java. That's really great job for these Fades. The Marines are just having big trouble hitting them, and despite there being no Gorge here to heal them up, the Fades are able to make it happen. And now Animus chomping down this resource extractor. Very important. That sort of team play, getting the stuff done in the backfield while things are going on, is extremely important. So we see the aliens have 88 resources saved up, and that is a lot of resources. They're just waiting for the opportunity to drop Subsector Hive and spend some of that stuff. They've got all their research stuff down here, as you can see, although I don't actually see Adrenaline, weirdly, in this list. I'm sure they must have researched Adrenaline, but if they haven't, they will do it soon. Presumably we have Celerity on these Fades and Lurks. There is a big discussion about whether Celerity or Adrenaline is better for Fades. Adrenaline gives you a much more blink power, but if you find yourself running out of blink power, then you're probably not blinking right. Since between Shadow Step and Double Jump, then hopefully you should generally have enough blink to get out of where you're going. Now, if you want to blink like from here to here, you are going to want Adrenaline or something like that, but blink is much better used to blink like from here to just escape from dangerous situations or to get into dangerous situations. Adrenaline is kind of overkill for a lot of blinking that you're doing. It can be useful in a pinch, but you shouldn't get into a pinch. You should just be a good player, and that is why a lot of Fades go for Celerity. And now we have Weapons 3 and Jetpack started for the Marines, having finished Armor 1 and Welders. So that might give them the edge they need against these Fades. Jetpacks are really not so great in this corridor right here. It has very low ceilings. Let's see if we can get down in here. Oh, and we have Bile Bomb going down. So this corridor has very low ceilings, as you can tell, and so jetpacks are not going to be extremely helpful here. With this Gorge, these Crags, and these Fades, these Marines are going to be in some serious trouble. Look at all this. It's crazy. It's nuts. Let's turn off the HUD a bit so we can see what's going on. This Bile Bomb is going to be pretty much insurmountable for the Marines unless they can get a lucky kill in on this gorge. I think this is going to be the end of the Marine team. They're just going to have to weld up their base continually, and I think this is going to be the aliens pulling out victory here, unless the Marines are making something happen on the other parts of the map, and I'm guessing that's going to be very, very tough for them. There's just so much alien shit outside their base that they're going to be penned in, and it's going to go down. So now we have Piscetti down here to harass. Subsector, we'll see if anyone phases in. Yep, J-Java phases in, so that's probably going to scare off Piscetti. He's just spiking the power right now, and that's a very low risk way to get some damage in on the Marines. And we have an infantry portal down for the... Why can I not draw? There we go. We have an infantry portal down for the Marine team, and that's going to hurt their spawning a bit, but you see there's only 6 players on each team. And Real Sonic actually does die. Fade goes down right here. But it's even though competitive is 6v6 and you don't need a ton of infantry portals, it's still going to hurt them whenever they lose 2 people sort of next to each other. So I think in the end it's the aliens managing to make this gorge attack up here work. Their gorge is able to stay alive and keep biobombing, and in fact now they have 2 gorges left in the Animus. Who is the commander? Lev Steele, I believe, is the commander. Hopped out of the hive and just did this, because until they get a 3rd hive, they don't really need another commander. And so it's the ability to make this biobomb work that won the aliens this game. And so that's GG. Bourgeois Gorge wins, and I hope you'll join me for the next game.